We're going to begin this hour with this. Our series, we call it A More Perfect Union. It's where we aim to show that what unites us is far greater than what divides us. So this morning, we're going to take you to a boxing gym in Baltimore that's giving kids hope and purpose in one of the roughest neighborhoods in that city. Jericka Duncan introduces us to the coach who has inspired generations of young boxers.
Amidst the blight of West Baltimore, empty plots and broken dreams, is this beacon of hope for those pinned against life's ropes, where a shot in the dark comes to light when trainer Calvin Ford appears.
Has this gym saved lives?
Saved mine. You know, a lot of kids, they're going through a lot of trauma at home. And when they get here, they got people that's trying to help them achieve the best out of them. This male killer bee right here,
For more than 20 years, Ford has been a father figure, a mentor, and a coach to countless children at Baltimore's Upton Boxing Center.
We get like 80 to 100 kids come in.
A day.
A day.
8-year-old Gayle King started training here at age 5.
What makes this place so special?
Coach Calvin and other coaches.
What do you learn?
How to carry yourself as a man and how to train.
Ford believes in getting to the boxers young, before the other corners start their inevitable pull. Upton Boxing Center is a city-run gym that's free for kids.
There's 300 kids on a waiting list right now to get in here?
To get in here. Why you like boxing?
But it's not just the kids who feel secure here.
My safe zone is here, but because people know who I am, I have like a pass.
His pass is his street cred. The former drug kingpin, who says he started selling drugs at 13, did a 10-year stint in federal prison on racketeering and conspiracy charges. Behind bars is where he developed a love for boxing and promised himself to give back once he got out. His life was the inspiration behind the boxing trainer Dennis Cuddy Wise on the HBO crime drama The Wire.
I don't want to hear no more street talk. We boxing up in here. We ain't fighting.
What is it about working with the kids that keeps you motivated?
It's just like teaching a kid how to walk. Then you see the moments when their hands go up and you see that smile on their face.
Right.
That's what it's about.
One of those smiles belongs to a boxer Ford began training at age 7. 5-time world champion Gervonta Davis, also known as Tank. The 29-0 boxer still works out at Upton.
I want to read you something and get your reaction. You'll be inspired to know what he beat, how many lives he saved, how many kids he lost but never lost faith. We will win this battle. You know who that's from?
Tank. You know how you think a kid ain't listening? You do everything to make sure he do. He hears.
But the message is sometimes drowned out by the noise. Sadly, through the years, Ford and his fellow coach Kenny Ellis have lost several rising stars.
We have Ronald Gibbs. He was stabbed in his heart. And we have Diddy up here in the middle. He was shot in his head. And Andre was shot. He survived.
Ford knows the pain all too well. His son Kadir was shot to death when he was 24. And as hard as they fight to keep the area surrounding the gym safe, on one of the days we were there, we witnessed heartbreak on the doorstep of hope. A man overdosed just feet away from this cautionary sign.
I'm on the phone with 911.
Our photojournalist filmed while providing information to a 911 dispatcher.
She just gave him some Narcan.
Sir, sit up.
Emergency responders revived him. The boxing staff cleaned up the mess, but memories cannot be swept away.
This is supposed to be a safe haven for the kids, you know, and seeing that type of trauma, you know, it could affect the youth.
So Ford keeps his kids focused on the battle in front of them. Remember 8-year-old Gayle King? He's finally old enough for his first real bout in the ring. He's on the undercard with another first-timer, Calvin Ford, who after decades of coaching is scheduled to fight this weekend in his first professional match.
Can you believe that you're taking this on now at 58 years old?
Anything you want to do, you want to do it. Just do it.
It's that simple.
But it is. If God wake you up in the morning, you have the ability to do anything you want.
He's fighting the good fight, and by the looks of it, he's winning. For CBS Mornings, I'm Jericka Duncan in Baltimore.
Wow, what an inspiration.
Thank you, Jericka.
Yeah, and he's one of the best trainers in the business. Gervonta Davis, Tank Davis, is the best in boxing right now. But I love what Jericka said. She talks about the corners. You know, in the boxing ring, they say go to your corners as boxers. That's where your trainer is. That's where you go rest between rounds. And she said, these are the corners that matter before the corners outside in the street swallow these young men up.
We saw what happened
So
on
well
those street
done.
corners, our cameras catching that and calling 911 at the same time.
You know, years ago, I interviewed Wes Moore, who's now the governor of Maryland, coincidentally, and this story was in Maryland. And he told me, I've never forgotten, he said, if kids don't think you care, they don't care what you think.
Yeah.
And you can, isn't that good, Nate?
Yeah.
I've never forgotten that. And you see that Calvin Ford deeply cares, and sometimes all you need is one person, because you might not have it at home. All you need is one person, and Calvin Ford is that guy.
Well said.
Bravo,
Purpose.
Mr. Ford.
Purpose,
Bravo,
too.
bravo.